Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, where we've had a lovely night's sleep. Basically, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, though you wouldn't know it being down here in this dungeon of sorts. But it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are going to be heading out to get some more stuff done. Yes, we are. Why is that raw ebony see-through? That's weird. Anyway, I've noticed I've got a bit of a weird issue with the game, actually, at the minute. And it's like... Well, okay, it's not doing it so much now, actually, but when I first loaded up the game, and it does it every now and again, when you mouse over an object in the game world, there's like a tiny, tiny, tiny stutter. As if it's sort of having to stop and think about it whenever it loads the information for whatever the item is you're mousing over. It's very odd. It's not really doing it now, actually. It's kind of odd. It is occasionally with some objects, but... yeah, when I first loaded up the game just now, it's kind of odd. Yeah, there you go. Just did it there with them. It's probably barely even noticeable in the video, to be honest with you, but it's there, and I've noticed it now, and it's a little bit annoying, but I guess there's nothing I can really do about it, so... Oh well. Anyway, we've got stuff to do. Previously, we went up to Nesis, which is, I think, how we're supposed to pronounce it, Nesis, with a silent G. We went up to Nesis to have a chat with Master Baladas, who is a Talvani wizard who lives there. We had a chat with him about all sorts of things, actually, including the disappearance of the dwarves and so on and so forth. But we asked him the 3 questions that we were told to ask him, and we've done that now, so that's done, and we can go back to the Telvanni Council House in Sadrith Mora and turn that little job in when we get around to it. In addition, though, he gave us a job, which was to find him 3 particular books about the Dwemer, which we just so happen to have here in our little library because we nicked them from the secret library of Vivek. I'm a little bit loath to part with them, but, you know, this will probably benefit us more in the immediate future, rather than if I just have these things hanging around on a table, and, you know, frankly, I've seen all of these around in bookshops, I think, from time to time. I'm sure that, Ravir. Is it? No, not Ravir, sorry. Jobashar, that's the one. Jobashar at his rare bookshop. He's probably got copies of all of these anyway, so... there's a few bits we need to put on the shelves, though. Let's see. Which one would we put the Wolf Queen in? Probably the miscellaneous pile for now. There we go. Oh god, that's one of those awkwardly shaped books. Ugh. Anyway, there's that. And then these 3 books we need to give to him. A message from Master Arian I need to hold on to, because that needs to be delivered to Divaith Fear. We'll worry about that later, though. That's not what we're going to be immediately doing today, anyway. We've got 5 portions of muck. We've got 5 portions of slowed soap. Those are also for quests in Sadrith Mora. We've got a few gemstones and bits and bobs, which I think I'm going to pop upstairs and try and flog off to the traders in the St. Olm's Wasteworks. I think I'm going to dump these exquisite rings and stuff around here so I don't have to carry them around with me and so I don't accidentally sell them either. So that can go there. As can that. And I'm sure I had an amulet of some sort as well. I'm sure there was an amulet. There must have been an amulet. I probably sold it, didn't I? Never mind. Inventory screen's a bit of a mess in this game, it has to be said. Anyway, and there's Thorana's skirt, because I've got to go deliver that to Mistress Thorana as well at some point. All of that stuff, though, is taking place in this area of the world. And we're in this area of the world right now. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to, having teleported here from Nesis, we're going to go straight back to Nesis, because we've got the books. We're going to go straight back to Nesis, hand Mr. Baladas' books, see if he's got anything else for us to do, and in addition, we're going to go sneak into the Nesis egg mine, because he mentioned that they had dug up something rather interesting there, and you bet we want to go check it out. I don't think I'd forgotten about that, folks. I got a few comments saying, oh, but you didn't check out the egg mine, why did you leave? Because I intended to do it next week. So, and also I've got some racer plumes, I'm not entirely sure why, but we've got some racer plumes. I'll just dump them on here. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're huge. Alright, whatever. Some chokeweed. And then it's just the gemstones and some spore pod. I don't remember picking these spore pods up at all. When the hell did I do that? I must have done it by accident or something. Well, anyway. Oh, look, it stands up on its... Yeah, okay. Right, anyway. Alright, so that's done. The Blackened Soul Gem we will hang on to for now. Yeah, I probably should do some more potion making at some point, really, shouldn't I? I mean, I'm never going to get any better at it if I don't actually practice it, right? It's so much of a pain in the ass to carry this stuff around with me. I mean, look at my carrying capacity right now. I physically cannot carry this with me right now. Although, I do have a few extra bits that I don't really need right now. Like this Ebony Wakizashi, for example. Although I need money right now, I'm just going to leave this here for the minute because, honestly, it weighs so much, and I can't think of a trader off the top of my head that we're going to be visiting anytime soon that's got the money to pay for that. So, yeah. The Chiding Curus. Right, yeah, I'll sell that though. That isn't a problem. The Dwemer sword is very useful, although awkwardly heavy, unfortunately. Awkwardly heavy. So I don't know. I think I might leave that here as well for now. Whatever, it's a bit of a mess, but hey. Right. That's freed up a bit of space, which is good. Oh, and Denstagma's ring. I mustn't forget I've got that. It's very useful. But on account of its effects. Right now, we've got the Mentor's ring equipped because of its bonus to our Magicka, but Denstagma's ring is also super useful if we run into any particularly elemental enemies that are quite difficult to deal with. Because, of course, if you recall, once we're wearing Denstagma's ring, it gives us pretty much 100% resistance to fire, which is awesome. But anyway. All the Sanguine artifacts, which I'm not going to be selling as well over here. So anyway. Oh, and I've got some raw ebony as well, which... Am I going to be able to shift this, really? I don't know why the raw ebony looks really weird, by the way. It must be a retexture mod that's made the raw ebony look like arse. For some reason, it's just sort of completely black and slightly see-through. Whereas you can see when I hover over it by its icon what it's supposed to look like. But never mind. Saint's Black Sword. Yeah, not a bad little weapon, that, actually, but... I prefer my Daedric one at the minute. It just simply does more damage. Right. So. I have absorb health spells now if I need to get health back anyway in combat, so. Less of an issue. Less of an issue. Right. Okay. So. I'll hold on to the ebony for now. Hopefully I can sell it. I'll make that the priority since it's heavier versus the little gemstones. Hello, Merrin Stagon. How you doing? Oh dear. Right. I never noticed you here before. I noticed all the dead rats and the dead mercenary slash Daedra worshipper have gone, but where the hell did you come from? Also, the vermin tide has arrived. There's more ratties over there, so yeah, I can see them. But yeah, that's interesting. Either you recently appeared, or... I simply never noticed you before. How peculiar. You can tell he's not one of the worshippers I killed, because he's called Dead Dunmer Male. So... Well, anyway. I'm assuming that is Saint Veloth leading his children, the Dunmer people, across Tamriel to Morrowind or something. If I had to take a random guess, what that mural is supposed to depict. Hello.
Outland.
Another Dunmer wearing a wig. There's a lot of you about, isn't there? Right. User! Take my ebony. I'll give you 2 pieces and be slightly ripped off, just so it's out of my inventory. you as well, sir. Oh, you can stand to give me a little bit more, can't you? Yes, indeed. How about the emerald as well, then? There we go. Excellent. A bit more money in the pocket. Up to 4,099 gold now. That's good. That is very good indeed. And we're down a little bit of carrying capacity, which is also nice. Right. So, let us get out of here. What would be best? Divine or Realm CP intervention. Divine intervention would probably be quicker. Assuming it doesn't, we don't accidentally end up in the mainland somehow. We should end up in Ebonheart. Should. Emphasis on should. You never know, though. And by that I mean Ebonheart in Vardenfell, as opposed to Old Ebonheart on the other side of the sea. Although, of course, we will be going to the mainland at some point because we need to go there in order to get our promotions in House Telvanni sorted out. And yep, we're in the correct Ebonheart, which is a nice start. Right. Ah, yes, I remember you. It's rare that you get an error like that, actually. Normally you get just the big yellow exclamation mark walking around, but this time it managed to display the model just with no texture.
Let's hear it.
That doesn't happen very often. Don't know why.
Go ahead.
Anyway. Ebonheart is definitely a lot more grand with Morrowind Rebirth. You know what? I've had some comments leveling some really nasty remarks at Morrowind Rebirth, and I can't understand why. I think it's such an amazing mod. Look at what it's done with the place. It's so good. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for a first-time playthrough of Morrowind by any stretch of the imagination, because the whole point of Rebirth is rebirth. It's to provide old-time players with a new experience, which is exactly what it's done for me. But, yeah, no, there are some people out there who legitimately cannot stand this mod. They absolutely hate it, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I think it's fantastic. But anyway, I guess that's just my opinion. Right, you, sir. You can take me. You can take me to Brain Fart Vivek Foreign Quarter, yeah, just take me around the block basically. It's peculiar actually. There is actually, I believe, a cell just outside of Vivek which is simply called Vivek, or at least was in the original game, obviously. And the pure reason for that being is solely, I think, because it meant that when you went to the Salt Strider travel menu, you would end up in a cell that was just called Vivek instead of Vivek Foreign Quarter, as in it would list in the fast travel menu as Vivek rather than Vivek, Foreign Quarter. And I think that's the only reason this random cell outside of the Foreign Quarter called just plain Vivek rather than Vivek, insert canton here existed. It was purely just so that it would appear as Vivek in the fast travel menu. Kind of weird, but there it is. Right, so now we're here. We can get the Silt Strider up to Nesis, probably, hopefully, maybe from here. Otherwise, we'll just have to travel up the country from here. Actually, if we go to Seydanin, we can go directly to Nesis from there, so... Long trip, probably expensive too, but hey. I'm not walking all the way, that's for sure. Generally speaking, if I can... And unless it's somewhere we're going for the first ever time, I won't walk there. We'll get fast travel, because Fath is wood. He's an old dude. He doesn't like walking around too much, if he can help it. Yeah, 89 gold, that's not cheap. Yes. Although, obviously, by which I mean, obviously, when we go to the mainland to get our promotion at Port Telvannis, we'll be walking to Port Telvannis. I won't be cheating and getting the fast travel stuff. The first time, obviously, only the first time. But the first time we do it, we will make a road trip of it. That's for sure. Otherwise, what will be the point? You install this new land to explore, and then you don't bother to explore it. You just skip past it with fast travel. I mean, that's just dumb, if you ask me. So, but yeah, anyway. Mr. Balladus, I have come bringing things for you. Hopefully he's not noticed that I nicked loads of his stuff. because he might not be very happy. But like I said, I have a feeling he never leaves his inner sanctum, does he really? Hello, Pet Daedroth. There you are, sir. What brings you here? I have found your books for you. Have you found a copy? Yes. Good, this is one of the 3 books I was looking for. Also, Chronicles of Nashuleft. Here you go. Good, I will not forget this. And also, Gothran. Gothran regards cruelty not as a vice, not even an ugly necessity demanded by circumstances, but as a virtue. And there was another book for you, mate. Where was it? Fire and Faith. There you go. Yes, this is the last of the 3 books I was looking for. I know I had another copy of Fire and Faith once. Oh, well. Perhaps, please accept... I'm making up words. Please accept these trinkets. I no longer have any use for them. Ondusi's Key has been added to your inventory. Amulet of Admonition has been added to your inventory. Second Barrier Belt has been added to your inventory. And Surefeet has been added to your inventory. Got any more chores? I may have need of you later, but for now you should study and practice so that you may advance further in House Telvanni. Okay, I see. So I'll come back and say hello to you once I've returned from Port Telvannis in the future. So what did you give me then? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Amulet of Admonition. Cast when used, paralyzed for 5 seconds on target, and frost damage. 1 to 2 points for 30 seconds. That's pretty good, you know. It's not bad at all. What else we got? He gave me a belt. Belt of Sanguine Hue. Why am I carrying that around with me? That should be back at the hideout. I don't know. Amulet of Opening. He gave me something called Ondusi's Key, which sounds fantastic. Put 50 points on touch. Get in. Yes. That is fantastic. That is more than goddamn fantastic. That is epic. Oh, that's really, really useful. Thank you, Baladas. You magnificent bastard. You know exactly what I wanted. Ring of Khajiit. Haven't used that in a while, have I? Haven't had to go invisible for a while, though, mind you, so... Blood Belt. It was called a second barrier belt, wasn't it, or something like that? Life Belt. Where is it? Wait, is that it there? Second barrier belt, there we are. Shield 10 points for 30 seconds. Great, well, it's more shield gadgets I can stack with each other, which is good. The more of those I have, the better, because it can make it... I mean, you stack enough shield crap on you, and it makes you almost invincible. It's like you're wearing Daedric armor. It's one of the most overpowered things in this game, is shield spells. They're really, really good. Alright, so we're done with this place, then. Except we're not, are we? We're going to the Nisus egg mine, and since it is the dead of night, now would be a good time to do it, I think. If you're going to sneak into an egg mine, you might as well do it at night time, right? Speaking of the Ring of Khajiit as well, you know. Might just be using it in a minute. Right. I'll just drop a quick save. Let's see if we can get in there somehow. Who are you?
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
It's a mining village, temple, and small legion garrison. You're a commoner. Tell me about Baladas. He's a rogue Telvanni wizard, came here over 20 years ago and set himself up in Arthur's Drell, the abandoned Velothi Tower on the northwest edge of town. I see. About the egg mine. It's up on the hill on the east side of town. Careful in there, the Kwama Queen has been blighted. They're only letting miners in. Oh, they indeed. Well, we'll see about that. Assume we want to go this way. It's a little waterfall. I thought about installing the sounds portion of the graphics and sounds overhaul, actually. I mean, I don't rate it that highly, to be honest with you. A lot of the sound quality of the sounds in the mod are a bit poor. But sometimes the world does feel oddly quiet. If it weren't for the music, the soundtrack playing in the background, it would be really, really strangely quiet. Alright. Go ahead and sneak along through here. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's it's kind of handy you gave me this, isn't it, Balladas? Because, in we go. Right. Good old Londusi's key. What an excellent item. Right. Hello there. Let's pretend we're an inspector, yeah? Tell you what. Just pretend I did this before I came up here, right? We'll change our outfit. Master of Disguise, once again in action here. We're an Imperial Inspector. Come here to find out what is going on in this mine and why progress has halted recently on the mining. Because the higher-ups are very, very annoyed. The higher-ups of the East Empire Company, yes, they're very annoyed, and they've sent me along to see what on earth is going on. See if you can solve this blighted Quama Queen problem. Yep, I think that should do the trick. Oh, and he also gave me sure fee, which is rubbish. It's also only value 2, but okay. Right, there we go. You there, miner person! You're an egg mine outlander, so be careful. Karma foragers and warriors won't attack miners. Yes, I know this. I'm a mine inspector, you fool. Can you tell me anything useful? Apparently not. Egg mine ledger. I wish I could put a false moustache on and stuff like that. That would be truly funny. Danger. Right. Hello? Yes, I saw your name in the ledger. Yeah, anything useful? No? Okay. Little secret perhaps. Want to cure a blighted queen but don't have the cure blight spell, then you need to buy some scroll of Daerir's blessing scrolls. Not Daerir's miracle, they cure you. Daerir's blessing scrolls cure the target. Try Crulius Pontanian at Fort Numoth or Mirasso Seren at Telvanni Council Hall or Eraso Drath at the Aldrune Temple. I see. Thank you. That was actually useful information, sir. Some scripts. Very good. Man, this game is just weird. Vardenfell is a strange-ass place. Ah, the lower egg mine, okay. You're not supposed to be here. I'm going to count to 10, and if you're still here when I'm done, you're going to be in big trouble. Are you indeed? It's jolly unfortunate how the Quama warriors, they just went mad and attacked you, didn't they? It was crazy. Oh no, I'm gonna have to... Right. Let's see if they come over here and I'll put a few stab wounds in him and we'll make it look like he fought them to death. Must have been driven insane by the blight and attacked him. That'll be it. Yep. Go on then. Come on. Ah, that's right, this way. There would be the Quama Queen. We'll leave her alone. And yes. Oh, stabby, stab, 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 stab. See, there you go. He was mauled to death by the Kwama, who just went bonkers because they've been afflicted with the blight. I'll just take those bottles of flint, because why not? Right, moving along then. I didn't get a bounty for that, did I? Nope. No, I did not. Very good. Right. Underground stream, eh? Well, no need for the disguise anymore, I don't think. Ah, hello, Ghosty. You are a somewhat powerful ghost. Mansilamat Vabadas. I'll just get rid of you. He's actually part of a completely unrelated quest. And if my memory serves, you're not meant to kill him at all, but we're never going to be doing that particular quest, so... Just in case you're wondering why he has a name. Diseased Kwama worker. You going to attack me? No? Good. Aha. A lesser ranged leech spell, so I can leech some health off something. Actually, yeah, here we go. Where are you? Mr. Kwama worker, if you don't mind, I need some health. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right. And let's get some of that magicka back, shall we? I love having absorb health spells now. It's so good. Alright, well, let's see. I got a pair of magic boots for a reason. Okay, across we go. Lower egg mine. Back into the lower egg mine, eh? So what's down there then? Might find out in a bit. Let's see where this goes. Oh, hello. Right. Okay. Bethamez. Aha! Where does this lead then? Out of curiosity. Ah, back to the Queen's Chamber. Okay. Right, wrong way, wrong way. Where's the door? There it is. Wrong. I got the wrong door. Calm down. It's fine. My sense of direction is perfect. It was just a test. Hello, ratties. You're dead. Right. A little dark in here. Aha! So this is to what Baladas was referring. Divine Metaphysics, weight 4, value 1000. Dwemer Scroll, Dwemer Airship Plans, Dwemer Long Spear. Yep, we can take that, that's not a problem. Most fascinating. We have a deactivated Steam Centurion. And a deactivated Sphere Centurion. And not a lot else. Looks like it's a dead end. All been completely collapsed in. That's unfortunate. But, nevertheless, we found some interesting things down here, didn't we? Lots of schematics and things. And divine metaphysics, whatever the bloody hell this is. I'm going to go back to... You know what? I was thinking of teleporting out of here, but I'm actually going to go back to Baladas. I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to go back to Baladas and ask him if he knows anything about this, because I think he might have some dialogue for us, actually, about these little finds here, specifically that book. So, what I am going to do, though, is I am still going to teleport out of here, which is going to be... Right. I'm going to quick save this. CV intervention, one would think, would put me at the temple outside here in Nesis. However, I'm not so sure, because sometimes these temples don't actually count as temples as far as CV intervention is concerned. It's a little strange, but we'll give it a go. No, it did work. Okay, good. I thought it might have thrown me back to Old Rune instead, you see, because I'm pretty sure that's what divine intervention would have done, even though there is technically a little fort here. But of course, it's an Imperial cult shrine you want, isn't it? Not an actual fort. And if they don't have a cult shrine here, then yeah, then it isn't going to work. So I guess that does make sense. Well, we caused quite a ruckus down in the egg mine, but I'm sure they'll be none the wiser. Bardas. Hello. Divine Metaphysics. I found this book, you see. Unfortunately, I cannot read the Dwemer language without some kind of translation key. The Dwemer language is unknown, perhaps unknowable. Some Dwemer books, especially records dating from after the founding of Resdayn, blah, 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 blah. Perhaps a device still active which denied... Yeah. I wonder, old chap, if I were to find you my copy of The Hanging Gardens of Western Corridale, would you be able to read it to me? Let's find out. This means another lengthy Salt Strider trip, of course, because I can't teleport back. However, it could be worth it. And even in spite of that, I'm going to hang on to this book in case I run into someone else who can read it, even if he can't. So yeah. Divine intervention. Oh, just managed it. There we go. That's robot alteration. Lots of backwards and forwards today, I'm afraid, but nothing I can do about it. Because recall is not a two-way spell; it only works one way, which is a real shame and quite irritating. But I guess it's just one of those things.
Let's hear it.
Wish I'd thought to pick it up before I went back there, actually, to be honest with you. It's possibly a bit of a lack of foresight on my part. I went all Porky Pig there for some reason. That was very strange. Never mind.
How do you do?
There's one strange looking hat. Right. That was the strangest book I've ever read. Jeez knows. But I found one that's stranger. Hello again, sir. Same place as last time. Thank you very much. I need to keep quick saving, don't I, really? I know what this game's like sometimes with its stability. Right. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I got all lost there for a minute. I completely thought I was in a different place. That's weird anyway. My sense of direction is really actually genuinely terrible today. Travel. Say Deneen. so this is costing me well over 100 gold to get up there from Vivek each time. I suppose, well, I guess you could use the Mage's Guild to teleport, which would be maybe a bit quicker, but then you'd have to run all the way up into the foreign quarter to get to the top. And then you teleport to, I don't know, Old Rune, then you have to run out and get to the Salt Strider. So in terms of actual gameplay time, this is quicker, although the Mage's Guild would be faster in terms of real time. But, yeah, whatever. So, Hanging Gardens. There's a slim chance this will amount to anything, but you never know. I'm wondering if, hopefully, I'm hoping if I bring this to him, he'll actually be able to translate it somehow or something. But I have a feeling he probably won't. He'll probably just spam the same. I cannot translate this message at me, even if I've got this book with me. But sometimes this game will surprise you, so we'll find out. I mean, I'm amazed he even had a topic about divine metaphysics in the first place, frankly, so... However, I do suspect this might have all been for naught. Oh well. Hanging Gardens. So you have found a book, let me see. Yes, this is written in both Dwemer and Aldmeris. I would keep this book somewhere safe. Perhaps you will find other books in the Dwemer language and could use this book to translate them. If you find anything of interest, bring both the books to me. Ah! It was worth it. It was totally worth it. I knew it. Yes, with the help of Hanging Gardens, I can read some of this book. It is the essence of Kagranak's theories on how one might create a new god through the obedience of the Elnofe and using the sacred tones on the heart of Lorcan. Whatever its value to scholars, his theories did not appear to work quite as he intended. I am full of questions. What's an Elnofe? What's a heart of Lorcan? And who's Kagranak? I've forgotten. I'm sure we'll find out. Maybe he can tell us some stuff, actually. I know nothing about Kagranak. Well, interesting. Perhaps we will find more Dwemer books. Much like this one. Alright, well, in the meantime, since we are truly finally done here, I believe I should probably teleport my ass out and get back to Sadrith Mora to take care of our somewhat more menial tasks, unfortunately. So... Oh, no. Actually, we'll have a bit of a rest here first, I think. We'll have a rest. Been doing lots of travelling, so... There we go. What's the time now? 8 AM. Perfect. Perfect. Right, I'm going to believe divine metaphysics here for now, I think. Big, bloody book, isn't it? Good grief. That can stay here. The Hanging Gardens can stay here, although actually, no. No, I'm taking them with me. Because we might be running into someone fairly soon who might be able to tell us something interesting about it themselves. However, I do have more Dwemer nonsense I can drop around here, can't I? So, yeah. More Dwemer scrolls. Ooh, yes. Dwemer airship plans. Oh my days. I'll put them down there for now. Right. Yes, our Dwemer collection is increasing. To what end? I'm not entirely sure, frankly, but you know what? It'll be useful for something. Even if that something is building an airship from which to rain terror from the skies. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But a man can dream.